I just check my bank account and I'm good. I'm flexing, yeah, cause my singles going off in my hood. I'm flexing, yeah, everywhere I go, you know it's all love. I'm flexing.
Yo, what's cool, Crazy Nation? It's your boy Espy of the Crazy. Yeah, you know what it is. I'm back again with another reaction. This is to Nona. I'm gonna be reacting to Shoot and Superstitious. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's have some fun. I know everyone has been messaging me to react to this group, so we're doing it. We're gonna have some fun reacting to this. So let's get it. Let's go. That's beautiful. Oh wow, what a throwback. A CD player? Okay, Myla? Woo! That's a crazy line, cause I touch like mine might end your life. Raw. That was wild. Whoa. Stop, you don't wanna get no closer, cause I touch like mine might end your life. Let's go, Christy. I know that look, I've seen it before. And keep score. Get you right where I want you. Ooh. Hey, okay, Esther? I love that. The straight for the heart. Ooh. Damn, I get to... Bro, what are these lyrics? You've never seen a sniper looking this cute? I get to look you in the eyes when I shoot? Raw. That's wild. This is crazy. Hey. What a voice! Okay, Esther? Oh! Wow! That is crazy. So cover up because your ego is showing like you've never heard a no in your life. I love these lyrics. I love these lyrics. These lyrics are crazy. I love this. This is fun. Ain't nobody else won't see me coming, but I'm coming straight for the heart. You never seen a sniper like this cute. My favorite river. Damn. Right where I want you. How you like that, baby? You've been way too busy playing yourself, and nobody else won't see me coming, but I'm coming straight for the heart. Ooh! Ooh! But I'm coming straight for the heart. Wow. Majo, what are you thinking? Jesus. Gorgeous vocals. Gorgeous vocal. Gorgeous. Do you know what I like? It's gorgeous vocals, but serious lyrics. You know what I mean? Like you said, it feels like a threat. It feels like it feels like I'm fretting. You know what I mean? Like, I like that. This is great. They have great vocals, great harmonies. From what I can hear from the harmonies that we've heard, beautiful. I like that bridge. I like how they connect the bridge to the chorus there. Huh? You've been way too busy playing yourself. Ain't nobody else won't see me coming, but oh, gorgeous. And nobody else won't see me coming, but I'm coming straight for the heart. You never see the same, looking so cute. My feet are apart. I get to look at the eyes when I should know. Your ego ain't bulletproof. Wow. I love these chorus. I love these lyrics. How would you position this? I mean, to me, this reminds me of what Horizon are doing, but better. I prefer this over what Horizon are doing, personally. My thing with this group is it doesn't feel like they're too controlled. You know what I mean? My biggest problem is when the Western producers control music like this. You know what I mean? Where they kind of like ruin it in a way. Because this, when you listen to this song and you look at the music video, it fits. You know? It's a natural, perfect fit. They don't let it breathe. I wouldn't even say they don't let it breathe. I would say they don't understand. A lot of Western artists, a lot of Western producers don't understand international music. You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't. You know, ironically, the perfect example of that is Tyler uses Tyler's producers. And that's it. She doesn't trust anyone else touching her music. You know what I mean? Like, that's a great example. She's going to use her team because her team understands the music that she makes. You know? That's the smartest thing that you can do is, like, if I'm dumb, I have a feeling this is probably produced by Western producers. Like, even though I'm saying all this, but the song's perfect. This is produced by 9 AM and the Stereotypes. Oh, wow. I recognize these names. Wow, Hyolyn. Wow, this person produced how do you fucking say it? Wow, okay, I can hear that. I can hear the similarity of this song, of that song, the BI song. This person produced for Tiffany, 9 AM, produced Zombie for Everglow. Damn, produced for Celine Dion. and the stereotypes. So the stereotypes is, ooh, cool. So the stereotypes are Bruno's producers. So it's a mixture of both. That's pretty smart. See, I trust it when they work together. More than just the Western producers working on their own. Because these guys produce, you know, that's what I like. 24 Carats. Everything Bruno touched. Bad Boy by Red Velvet. Ooh, Before I Do by Seven Strater. Far East Movement by, you know, Rocketeer by Far East Movement. Damn, twice Moonlight. Nice. Oh, and they worked on Bitter as well. The main thing. Oh wow, they produced Damage. I did not know that. Stereotypes. But yeah, it's very important to understand both sides, which I feel like this song shows, which is awesome. I like this song. I like this song a lot. I'm keen to hear more. I'm really keen to hear more because I don't know, man. The song's just really, really good. And what I like is that their vocals really shine. Really, really shine. And show how it really shows like how strong their singing is. Oh wow, these people. I'm looking at the songwriters right now. Damn, those are some big songwriters. I recognize some of the songwriters. But yeah. Let's keep it moving. I want to listen to this again, and then I'm gonna continue on with Superstitious. But yeah, let's keep it on. Let's listen to this again. The color.
Stop, you don't wanna get no closer, cause I touch like midnight in July. I know that look, I've seen it before, and I'm keeping score. Get you right where I want ya. How you like that, baby? But way too busy playing yourself. Ain't nobody else won't see me coming, but I'm coming straight for the heart.
I love the scenery of this music video. It sets the mood of the song. But I do want to say something. Seeing the producers makes a lot of sense why this song sounds so much like Finesse to me. Because in my head, I was like, this song reminds me of a Bruno song. And seeing the stereotypes being the producers makes perfect sense on why that adds up. To me, what makes this group stand out is their vocals. The way that they're able to sing it is what makes this song good, in my personal opinion. What about you, Magic? What do you think? That's my personal favorite thing. Is the voice, the voice colors of each member. I feel like their vocal colors is what makes the song special. And plus the video, obviously. So that isn't my headphones. That's the production. Okay. The whole time I've been thinking, is that my headphones? Or is the production? Because I keep on hearing like a robotic sound. And I was wondering, was that the production or was that my headphones? But no, it's the production. This? I was expecting a K-pop like group, but this is closer to what Flow do. And to be honest, it makes sense with all. It kind of makes more sense with like the Indonesian thing, personally. It, like I said, it reminds me of Horizon. Like Horizon, Flow, Little Mix, that type of sound, which is cool. I'll take it. What a gorgeous view. Such a good song. What a pop. What a line. That line is crazy. Your ego isn't bulletproof. That line hits so hard. Your ego isn't bulletproof. I love that line. That is by far my favorite line in that song. Alright, let's check out Shoot now. Let's get it. I mean, Superstitious. Sorry, not Shoot.
I don't wanna say I saw it from a mile away, but I did. I knew it all along. I don't wanna come back just to feel like it was yesterday.
So this is the more. Is it produced by the same people? I would assume that it is. No, this is produced by Sean Michario, J-Lo, and I don't know how to say this other name. Interesting. Okay, cool. Interesting. Oh, wow. This is the same person that did Ichima, or that was part of Ichima. As well, does stuff with Rich Brian as well. Damn. Interesting. This is cool. Completely different to what we got from the last one, but we'll take it. Oh, wow. This person does EDM music. Ooh. Interesting. So that's what I would assume that's what we're expecting here. Let's see. Cool. Hey,
I'm
okay,
finding
Christy.
the good and the bad in between. Oh no, 'cause giving up was never for me. All that I got was meant to me. They say it's love, but now behind the scenes, I've been telling myself, why does the music got me singing something beautiful?
I've been missing music like this, so I'll take it. What do you think, Major? I've been missing music like this. I haven't really listened to music like this in a minute. But I prefer the first song over this, personally. My thing with this kind of sound, I don't want to say this because it's just the word, but it's true. This sound feels so outdated. You know what I mean? Especially after listening to the first song. Like, it gives me that throwback to, like, obviously, like you're saying, early 2000s. Yeah. But I feel like, I don't know, to me, it doesn't show their stronger parts. What the other song has. Do you know what I mean? Which is interesting. Whoa.
Might say I'm too ambitious, but I'm standing on my business.
There we go. That makes it for me. Because to me, what I liked about the first song, yeah, exactly, Majo. To me, it felt too generic at first. Do you get what I mean? Like, it felt like you could put any group there. And there wasn't anything like special. It's more about, oh, what a throwback because of the sound. Not because of the way that they're singing it. You know what I mean by that? It's like more nostalgic because of the sound, not really because of their vocals. While this, now we're talking. I agree with you. Now we're talking. This is where they can show off their vocals, which I really enjoy so far. What a break.
I'm superstitious, might say I'm too ambitious, but I'm standing on my business. Killing this, yeah. I'm fearless, I don't ask for forgiveness. I'm just another princess.
Woo!
For something different.
You see my point? Because that's their strong point. It's kind of like how you comparing them to Flow. Imagine Flow having generic music without their vocals. It's like that's what makes Flow special. Is their vocals, their harmonies, their runs. And this is, I like that they put this at the end. Because I was wondering, I'm like, are they going to get like a bridge or something where it flips it? Like, I needed something like that to go, okay, now I really, really like this song. You know, it gives me a part to look forward to. And I like it. I really like what they did here. I wouldn't mind some B-sides like that though. I don't know. I like when groups show their characters. Like, show their personalities, show their strengths. Even like the biggest groups like of all time, even when they had generic songs, their personality and their voices is what made it not generic. You know what I mean? Like the NSYNCs of the world, Backstreet Boy, all of them, their vocals or the way that they sing is what brought the generic stuff away. Like Michael's a great example. His ad-libs and his vocal runs is what made generic music. You know what I mean? Like some of his songs are very generic, but the production, it's either the production or his vocals or something will bring something, will make it alive. You know? I want to feel alive when I listen to music. I don't want to feel bored. Or I don't want to feel confused when I listen to music. You know what I mean? The worst thing that you could ever do to a person that's listening to music is confuse them or make them feel bored. In my personal opinion. Like that's the worst thing that you could ever do. But yeah, I like what they did. I really like what the production team did here. It's very interesting, very different. It feels unique. This outro. It feels unique, which I really enjoy.
Now watch me do it all, do it all, do it all.
Ooh.
Yeah, take it all, take it all, take it all. 'Cause I know there ain't nothing better than living my fantasy life.
Nice.
Maybe that's why I'm superstitious.
Nice. Or feel like I've heard this before. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's another thing that you don't want to feel. You know, it's like, oh, I've heard this before. So you just don't ever look at them again. I like this song. I like it, but I personally like the end. Which is crazy. I personally just like the ending. And that's it. I'm not the biggest fan of like the song altogether. That's a massive problem. There's little bits and pieces that I really like. And then there's other bits where I'm just like, oh, okay. While the first song, I like the whole song. But, do you know what's funny? This is my point about the Western production. This was my whole point about what I was saying. Do you get what I mean? This was my whole point about what I was saying. So how scary is it? The group's scary. As long as the production team doesn't ruin it. The worst, the biggest thing is the production team has to work with the artists. And I was listening to a conversation about music lately, and I was listening to, I think it was like an A&R or something, and he was talking about how even with a group or a rapper, a singer, you should work with one producer for a bit, for a while. Because what you do is you build a sound together, you grow together. And the biggest problem is when you work with too many producers, you don't get that. Because a lot of producers, they have their own image of what they see in you, in your group, in your sound. Like, for example, the greatest example that you can think of is look at Billy's music with her brother. That's like one of the greatest examples that you have. Michael with Quincy is another great example. You know, like, they understood each other. You know, they worked Eminem with Dr. Dre. Right? 50 with Dr. Dre. like being able to have that relationship with a producer is so important. It's so important to have, because at the end of the day, the producer is what makes your sound. Especially if the artists don't know how to produce. That's the biggest problem if artists don't know how to produce, is that you're fucked. You know what I mean, Major? You're practically, you're screwed. You don't know how to compose. You don't know how to produce. So you don't know what you want for your sound. You might have an idea of what you want, but you don't know how to make it. Right? That's such an important factor. Like, people ask me, why is it that you never got an editor? Want to know why I never got an editor, Major? My main reason I don't want an editor is because no editor is going to see my vision. They're going to have their opinion involved in my editing. You know, like, even producers always add their opinion. You know, so it's like, it's a battle a lot of the times. And plus, I've witnessed a lot of bad stories with producers. It would take me more time to explain to them what you want than what doing it on your own. Yeah, exactly. 100%. And I've explained, I've witnessed very bad experiences with producers. Like, I know a friend of mine that he had around 20 to 30 albums that he wanted to release. And because the producer produced them, he wiped out his whole memory, his whole computer. And he goes, I produced this, so you can't do any of it. You can't use any of it. Imagine that happening. Exactly, imagine. And that's the biggest problem with sometimes with working with one producer as well. So it can be a benefit and it can be a negative at the same time. But for example, with this group, I personally prefer the first song. Personally. But I reckon if I listen to this other song more, I would like it more. But to me, there's not really anything besides the ending. There's nothing really for me to connect with this song. I like the funkiness and all that stuff, but that's the vibe. You know what I mean? While with the other song, the production didn't feel special. It felt like the production was working with the vocals. While I feel like with this song, it doesn't have that. It feels like the vocals are working around the production. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a negative. I feel like that's a big negative to have. Until the ending. The ending felt like the vocals and the production was in harmonization. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm keen to hear more. Like, even though I'm saying all this stuff, it's not like I'm saying any of this is bad. I don't think any of this is bad, horrible, anything like that. But it's just like, this is a song that I wouldn't play as much. I wouldn't play Superstitious as much as I would play Shoot. I'd play Shoot way more. But yeah, it is what it is. So if y'all like this, give this a thumbs up. None of that. Comment if you want to see more. Subscribe. And remember, keep living a crazy life and stay blessed. Peace. Laters. Whoop.